Welcome back to SnowRunner. So today is an exciting day. We are going to leave Black River and we're going to head over to Smithville Dam for the first time in this gameplay. So let's see what it holds for me. As I said, it's the first time in this gameplay. I've had two other gameplays. First time I didn't even make it to Smithville Dam and had a glitch and had to start the game all over again. The second time, well, you know that if you've watched the other videos in this series, I exploited one of the money glitches and I just felt bad about that, and that's not how I like to play games. So instead of continuing on, I decided I'm going to do it the right way and start all over again. So welcome to Smithville Dam map. So right off the bat, we have our service hub, which is where I need to go to pick up the drill bit. And if we look over here under, I think it's Dyson Diesel, the not a drill. I have in the last episode, I took the trailer down to the drilling site, and I apologize, I'm also working on my computer at the same time. Every now and then I have to click a button to try to get some things completed on that. So anyway, we got the trailer down there, we've got the steel down there. All we're missing is a drill bit, and that can be located right here at the service hub. Or is it? Oh, okay, so I haven't got it open yet. But it is showing me that's where it's located. It's still grayed out, so it's not going to let me click on it and see it. So let's begin. So once I complete this mission, I do not have any other missions on Black River. So I have already started packing my vehicles up, hauling all the trailers back to the trailer store and selling them. Right now I just have the one trailer I'm going to buy here, because I have to have a trailer to haul the drill bit. And the steel that I had down there, I had delivered one and it needed two. So I took the trailer, I went up, I got another one, brought it down, delivered it, and then took the trailer and sold it. And then brought the Fleet Star back. So since I am here, before going over to the other place, I'm going to drop this off, because this trailer was at the drilling site, and I know that this trailer needs to come over here for a mission, and I need to open up my garage here. There is only one garage on this map, and to save you a little bit of time and a little bit of frustration, ooh, I didn't turn that very well. I will tell you now, the other two maps, the Island Lake and Drummond Island, they do not have garages on them. This is your garage for those two maps. So if you, something that I didn't know when I first started playing the game, when I did my second playthrough and I got over here, I was worried about what would happen if I was on the Island Lake and I only had one vehicle and it became disabled, out of gas, flipped it over. What would happen because I'm on a different map? So if you're on Drummond Island or Island Lake, and you need to, for some reason, come back to the garage, all you have to do is go on the map. So let's take a look at it. Let's try that again. And global map X. So if I was over, and it's not going to let me go over there because I don't know why. Maybe because I don't have the garage open yet. So I can't go to Smithville Dam until I open the garage. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Alright, so we'll move in the garage, we'll leave the garage. So now that map should open up for me. Okay, so as I was saying, now it'll open up. So the garage is open so I can get on this map. So all you would have to do is, if you're on island map, just click over to Smithville Dam map and then go into it, find your garage, and go back to your garage. Or you can just hit recover and it will automatically say recover to Smithville Dam garage, which means you will have to drive all the way back if you're going to the island map, or there is a road up here and it is a windy beast to go over to Drummond. Alright, so we need a trailer. And I want to get the flatbed semi-trailer because it has 5 cargo slots. Saddle, oh, I've still got the saddle howl in here. So I can just recover to the garage now. And then come over here and go to my frame add-ons. And put my saddle low on. Okay, give me just a second. I have to click a couple of buttons here. Alright, so now we should be able to pick up our trailer. There we go. So now in order to pick up this drill bit, I'm going to have to go over to the service hub. So we get our first glimpse at Smithville Dam in this playthrough. So our service hub is very close. We're going to need to get a lot of stuff from here and deliver it, and even deliver some stuff to here. Some of the other places we need to go to are much further away and a lot harder to get to, and we will discover that, if I can keep it on the road here, we will discover that in the coming episodes. So that's what I want, the oil rig drill. And it's a monster. So it requires 5 slots. There are a couple of trailers out there that have, there's one trailer in particular that has 5 slots, but then one of them is elevated, so this won't fit on that trailer. So you need a trailer that has 5 slots and is flat. So basically this trailer. Well, help if I said load it. So once we complete this mission, I am going to bring everything over here. And when I say everything, I just mean I'm going to recover the Fleet Star to the garage. I'm going to retain it. I have my other 2 trucks retained. And then unfortunately I'm going to have to drive this one back over here because I don't want to lose this trailer. I could just buy another trailer, but I don't want to leave any trailers behind because I don't want to forget any of them. So this road coming down here, this leads to the gas station, which isn't far away. We're going to go ahead and stop there. And it also leads back to the tunnel. And you have to be careful on this road because you can build up some speed. And then it gets bumpy. So you build up speed, you're going as fast as you can, you start hitting these bumps, you're going to end up in those rocks, or you're going to end up off the road laying on your side. And I have done that before. So what we're doing, instead of making the left, going back to the tunnel, I'm just going to make a right. And my gas station is right there. It is the only gas station on this map. So Black River has 2 gas stations. This one has 1. Drummond Island has 1 gas station. There we go, fuel station. You can also pick up fuel containers here. It's basically fuel drums that you'll need for some missions. And when we were talking about gas stations, so on the Island Lake map, there are no gas stations on Island Lake. No gas station, no garages. And there are a lot of fuel tankers placed all around the map. So you don't have to worry about carrying a fuel tanker with you. Like I said, they're spaced everywhere. I think there are 6 of them. And one of them is the huge semi-trailer gas tank. So if I wasn't pulling this trailer and I needed to get back, instead of going through the tunnel there, I could have just recovered back to Black River. Recovered back to the garage. And I would have lost my trailer and cargo. So I definitely don't want to do that. So we're back to Black River. And let's get this puppy delivered. I like this map. This is a great starter map. And basically a great tutorial map because I learned a lot on this map, how to do things. And come to realize from playing the other 3 maps in Michigan that this map was a piece of cake compared to them. So I have an affection for this map, I like this map, and I am ready to go on to the next ones. Because I've played this one 3 times already. And I think I played it a lot smarter this time. So it didn't take me near as long to finish this map as it did in my first 2 playthroughs. Especially the first one. The first one was just fumbling around. I didn't know what to do, how to do it. Again, very beautiful map, and I will be back here because I have a lot of dark areas I want to explore. And as I said before, I'm going to explore those on my time. I'm not going to record it unless I find something. If I find something, I'll hit the record and record that segment and then add it into another video. Because I am learning how to split videos up and take portions of other videos to put in a certain video. I'm practicing it. And I don't have any huge software. I'm just using the software that came with my laptop. I do have a note here on my desk to check out OSB. And my laptop did not come with a lot of memory. So I kind of want to wait till I get an external memory. Get 1 or 2 terabytes. That way I don't slow the actual computer down. It's cheap. A cheap Walmart computer. Laptop. My other laptop blew up on me. And when I say blew up, I mean sparks, sizzling, funny lights, burn smell. So I think it was pretty much done. But it was old. Kind of like me. I try not to give up on old things. Plus I'm cheap. Wife says I'm so cheap I squeak when I walk. Hey, I grew up with nothing. Getting 1 or 2 presents for Christmas was a great thing for us. And it depends on the present too. I remember way back in the olden days when I was a kid, they had this little contraption out there they were showing on the black and white television. It was called a light bright. And I wanted one of those so bad. And my parental unit, because I refuse to call that a mother, actually went out and got me for Christmas, got me the light bright refill kit, which had all the pegs. And she informed me that I was not good enough that year to receive the light bright itself, and that I could try for it next year. Yeah, that's a childhood for you. So I was not given my first car. I had to work for it. I had to pay for it. I had to put insurance on it. So my daughter looks at me and she can't wait to get rid of the old car that I gave her for free, because she wants something sporty, something that the paint isn't, the clear coat's not peeling off of it a little bit. Something you can hit the gas and the tires smoke the road up. Keep telling you, I didn't have that when I was a kid. I had to buy my own stuff. You gotta be grateful for what you get. And she is grateful for the car. I mean, it gets her around, but it's not like the cars that some of her friends get, or some of the people that she knows in high school that as soon as they turned 16, parents went out and bought them a new Dodge Challenger. Yeah, not gonna happen. Alright, so we're here. When I delivered the steel it erected that little platform there with the stairs going down and a little platform there. So now I should be able to deliver this. And it's going to put that in there. Stop my engine. Switch over to my Fleet Star. And it delivers that. So we have completed this, and 740 driver rating points and $7,450. So this was a very lucrative contract, and I wanted to wait till the end to get it. So I accept that, and that's what we built. So now I'm going to recover this truck to the garage, and you'll notice that all my slots are empty, because if I leave any truck in the garage here when I get over to Smithville Dam, I will not have access to that truck, so I need to retain it by hitting the X. So in my truck store, there's my other trucks. And I'm going to have to go back, and you'll see that I have no trailers on here but the flatbed. I went and got them all. And the only missions left are the ones that I can do over and over, like the meteorological data. If I want to go back and do that mission again, I can, to get the experience and the money. And I would not recommend that one. The one I would recommend is going over here to the farm and doing the food delivery. So I showed you that in a previous episode. You just pick it up here, you drive it around, go down this road, come over here, you drop it off, and I think it was, let me look, 340 driver points and $3,700 in cash, and you can do it over and over and over, and you can do it in under 5 minutes. So that is a good way to get some extra cash and get some extra points, and that's what allowed me to get my pay star, because the pay star you have to buy. Alright, so let's go to the pay star. And as I said, unfortunately, I have to drive this puppy out of here because I don't want to lose the trailer. I could take it to the garage, sell it there, then transfer everything over to the other garage. There is a trailer store on my way to Smithville Dam. I could take it over there, drop it off, sell it, and then go to Smithville Dam as a bobtail, or recover the truck back to the garage and then go to Smithville Dam. It's just easier to pull it with me, because I'm going to have to buy this trailer again anyway. And I thought of something last night. I built that bridge and never even used it. Never drove across it. But it is not the only bridge I'm going to be building. I think what there's 5 bridges, maybe 6 that I have to build on the island map. There are a couple of bridges I have to build on Drummond Island. And is it 2 or 1 that I have to build on the dam map? One I can think of right off, on the other side of the dam. And yes, there is a dam on that map. That's why they call it Smithville Dam. And it's pretty cool because they have spent a lot of time and effort to make the dam look like a real dam. And we will be driving across it. So up we go for what should be the final. No, it's not going to be the final time. Because it's much easier to come over here and get wood if I need it than it is to go to the lumber mill at the dam. Same way with steel. It's just easier to come over here and get it, and I can transport it back. If you have cargo on, as you saw with the drill, I've got cargo on my trailer, and I go through the tunnel, the cargo stays with me, so I don't lose it. Matter of fact, while I'm here, I know I'm going to need some steel. So why not, since I'm bringing this trailer back anyway, and I have the money to buy another trailer. Got that a little close, but it fit. Go ahead and load it with steel. So I can put 2 steels on this. So as I said, as long as I leave it on the trailer, it should be good. I go and offload it. But the moment I take it off and I put it on the ground, then I can't use it for anything because it will glitch right through the trucks. Glitch through the trailers. I don't know what's up with that. The first playthrough it didn't do that. At the garage I had a huge stockpile of stuff that I held on to. And then when I started the mission, I had enough stuff there I could just start the mission from the garage and just load up there. They did an update and I was unable to do that anymore. Looking over at my computer. Bob is just looking around. He's going to miss this map. But there are more things to come. Places to see, things to do. Trucks to wreck, trucks to fix up, trucks to find. And I've been giving it some thought. I was thinking about just doing each map individually, but the next 3 maps, they're so interconnected with the tasks and the missions that I believe what I'm going to do for the next few episodes is mainly explore and find upgrades and just go ahead and take care of all 3 maps. And it will make my decision process a lot easier when it comes to what missions I'm going to do, because there are some missions that I'm not going to be able to do on the Smithville Dam until I go to the other maps. So I believe I'm going to get my Chevys and I'm going to go explore, but there's something I got to do before that. Because I like this truck. I like the Fleet Star, and I love the Western Star, so I'm going to go get my Western Star. I know right where it's at. It's one of those things I'm not going to be able to get it out in one episode. Well, now I'm down to a half of an episode. But I can open up the road, and I can get the supplies down to it. I need to fix it up because you need to fix it up. If you don't fix it up and you try to pull it with it broke and no fuel and no tires on it, all the tires are flat, you are not going to have a fun adventure. It's going to be very difficult. And even when you fix it up, it's not an easy task. So I said earlier, my first car I had to buy. Technically, yes. I was given a car. I was given a 72 Buick Skylark because I had really good grades, but I was 14 at the time, and the car didn't run. Transmission bad, motor bad. I didn't know anything about cars, so it sat. And then one day, well, we actually moved and left the car behind. So I don't technically consider that my first car. It was never in my name. I never drove it. It never had seats in it. But the first car that I ever bought and paid for myself was a 76 Malibu. And that's made by Chevy, in case you didn't know. And that was a beast of a car. Had 350 in it, 350 turbo transmission. Love that car. Drove that car cross country. Well, I had to go cross country. I had to go from, I bought it from a guy in the Army. And I had to drive out to California from Fort Stewart, Georgia, just to get the car. Because that's where it was. He was stationed at Fort Stewart, by the way. So we took a road trip out there. I picked up the car, 150,000 miles on it, and drove it back from California, back in my younger days. Love the car till I went to Italy. Couldn't take it with me, so I left it at my parents' house, and my brother borrowed it because he was in the Marines at the time, and him and my other brother were in a nearby town, and they were between some buildings revving up engines, and he ended up blowing the motor in it. He towed it back to his future mother-in-law's house. He went back to his Marine base and came back the next week, and she had had it towed and never could find the car after that. The towing company denied they ever saw the car, which I wouldn't blame them. I mean, that car was, I had it nice. So let's go turn the lights on, and I need to open up roadblock here, and for the life of me I can't remember what it was that I needed for that. I think it's spare parts, service parts. Because this is the main road going anywhere, basically. So we'll accept it. And 2 service parts. So that's fairly easy to get. We will just go over here and change our fleet star up a little bit. Put a cargo bed on it. And the service spare parts are just right up here to our left. So here, I will end up putting a trailer in here, because every time I come through there and I hit those boards, I damage the vehicle. Pretty much doesn't matter how fast you're going, you damage the vehicle. So I normally park a trailer here so that I know not to go in that way. The damage is minimal. I mean, it's not like anything that's going to cripple the truck, but it's annoying. Same way if you go down that hill real fast, you will damage your truck. You'll hit rocks. Over here where I can control it a little bit better. Go to the second entrance. Oh, wait a minute, no. I'm going down here to do a task. We will come over here and we will watch the rocks dissolve. And I have been promoted to level 9. And I believe that allows me to do something. Maybe not with this truck, might be the other one. There was something I can get at level 9. And I was thinking it was tires. Or maybe that was level 11. Why am I running these? Oh, that's why. Because they were single tires. I want to try... Yeah, I've got the money. Experiment I wanted to do was try the 2 sets of tires and see which does better. And I have a perfect place to try that later on. And I'm not going to do it on screen. I will do that on my own, and then I will give you the results. So, customize. I am going to need, for the next mission I want to do, the maintenance frame add-on for this truck. It's expensive, and for the next mission I know I'm going to need this because it carries a lot of spare parts, and I don't know if it carries gasoline or not. I don't think it does. Or if it does, it doesn't carry very much. You would think it would carry a lot of gas in that tank, but we'll find out when we get down there. And I'm going to advance time. That went too far. So that you guys can see this map in all of its glory in the daytime. Now, like I said, I'm going after the Western Star now. I know where it's at. I have recovered it twice already in my other 2 playthroughs. And I have watched other people. They drive by the truck, they unlock the truck, but they don't want to get the truck. And that is a huge mistake, because that truck is awesome on this map. Oh, release the winch. Oh. I do that sometimes because I hit the B button and I'm thinking I'm getting out of a menu, but I'm actually releasing the winch. So I will need both of these vehicles. The Pay Star might also be able to do it. I don't know. Put it there. But I know this truck will do it. And I know if I'm very careful, the road leading down to the Western Star is very, very tricky. One tricky part in particular is through some rocks, and it is hard to get up through there. So I know this truck will do it. So let's look at our map. Up here there's an upgrade up here we'll unlock once we get these watchtowers. But I want to start on the watchtowers in another episode. Right now I want to focus on the Western Star. Because I have actually, when I go to the island map, the Western Star, once it's fully upgraded, it makes a better scout vehicle on that map than the pickup trucks. Because it goes through the mud a lot better. And once we get to the island, you'll see it is almost all swampy marshlands. So we're coming down here, we pass the farm on the right, and here is the dam. But I'm not going to look at the dam right now, because I am going to take this road here. This bumpy, lumpy, pain in the butt road. All for a truck. And you will see why in a later episode. Why I would want to do all of this for one truck. Alright, so we are going to go slowly. I have only taken this down once before this way, and I was able to make it. It was a little sketchy. And definitely gave me a butt pucker. Because as you can see, you can tip easily coming through here. So you've got to take it slow. Because if I tip it, I've got to recover it and start all over again. There's really not enough room to get the Chevy down here to help me out. I will not be able to recover this truck in this episode. And I'm probably going to have to make 2 trips down here with this truck in order to fix the Western Star up. And I do want to find it in this episode, fix up what I can, and then off camera I'll bring another load down here, get it all fixed up, and in the next episode we will tow it out of here and tow it back to the garage, because we have to go the same way we just came down. I will not have this on the back of the truck when I do it, but it will not make it any easier. It'll make it a little bit easier. The first time I recovered this truck, I did it by accident. Came down this road and I was trying to open up dark areas in the map. I found the truck and I had to make 4 trips with the Chevy and with the International just to fix the truck up and refuel it. And then I actually took it the long way back because I didn't think I could make it up that hill. And boy, was that a pain in the butt. It took me 2 hours of actual game time sitting on the Xbox here to tow that thing around the map. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. So it's located right in here, and I had to tow it all the way over to here, over a mountain, and then come back up another mountain and tow it down this road. And like I said, 2 hours of towing that thing. So the second time I played through, I decided, you know, I'm going to try to take it back up that hill there. And it took me about 15 minutes. And here we go. There's my baby. She doesn't look like much now. But wait till I get her fixed up. So, start tracking it. And I'm going to go ahead and stop the engine on this one. And I'm going to repair the truck. So the White West Star, first thing I want to repair is the fuel tank. Get it repaired completely, because if you do not repair the fuel tank and you throw gas in this thing, it will all leak out. So you're losing all that gas. And I only carry 5 tires, but I have another tire on the pickup truck. And I've got to bring this down here back anyway, because I can't finish fixing it up with what I'm carrying. So I fix that up and fix up the suspension. So I'm still 80 repair points short, and I don't have that many in the pickup truck. I don't think. Let me go look. I don't know if it'll tell me. Oh yeah, it'll tell me. So no, I carry 50, so almost enough. Matter of fact, it might be easier just taking this one down there and then taking it down there again. So that's what I'm going to do. I didn't do that last time, but I think this would be easier. I won't have to bring the Fleet Star down a second time. And this road may seem easy, and I have been burned by this road quite a few times, which is why I take it easy down here, because it will jump up and bite you. You're doing good, and the next thing you know, your rear end kicks out like that and you're laying on your side. See if I can't get across here before it starts carrying me down the river. I crossed here one time and crossed on the other side to the left, and the river caught me and started pushing me down, and luckily I was able to do the winch really fast and was able to winch myself out. I'm trying to stay off to the side because I don't want too many tire tracks down the center. That's where I'm going to be towing the Western Star. And it has street tires. Regular highway tires. And if you're new to the game, you're just starting to play, or you're thinking about playing, if you wanted to, and once you have the Fleet Star upgraded, and you've got your pickup or your International Scout upgraded, and you wanted to come over and get this truck, it's well worth the time and effort it takes to get this truck, even if you're still on the Black River map. Because this truck, once it's upgraded, now you will have to get the upgrades on this map. You're going to have to find all the upgrades and upgrade it with mud tires and bigger engine and suspension lift and all that stuff. But if you were to take the time to do that, it will make all those missions back on Black River seem like child's play. So let's see about repair. And the Western Star. So we'll use all of these repair points. And whoop, get back up here. And I think, yeah, I have a tire here. So roof rack, I have actually 4 tires. I carry 4 tires in the roof rack, even though you just see 1. So go ahead and, oh, it's got all 6 now. Oh, that's right, because I've got a tire in the bed of the truck. So tire in the bed of the truck, I carry 5 tires on this truck. When you have the extra repair parts in the back and you have the tire up there, the roof rack, you carry 5 tires. So I don't think there's anything else I can do with this. Which it says it still needs 210 repair points. I know what I was looking at. I was looking at this instead of the entire thing. So it doesn't need any of that. Alright, so it's really not going to do me any good to well, yeah, it will. I'll go ahead and refuel it. Not out of the Chevy. Give it 40 liters from here. Change my truck. And I am going to have to bring the Fleet Star back. So let's go ahead and refuel. Oh, it does have... Okay, so that is a tank. Alright, that'll work. It must be the green one you pull behind you does not have fuel in it. So since we have the fuel... Nope, go back there. Let's fill that up. And it will not let me fill up my gas cans on the top. Alright, that's no problem. So we need to recover this vehicle. And what I'm going to do is, since I've recovered it, it is full of repair points. Full of fuel again. I don't need the fuel, but I do need the repair points. I'm going to go down. I'm going to fix the Western Star up completely. I'm going to bring this truck back, recover it to the garage. I'm going to take this big monster off the back of it. I'm just going to put a flatbed on it, just so I've got some weight on the back tires. And I'm going to go back down a 3rd time. And I'm going to hook up to that thing, and we're going to pull it out in the next episode. So if you liked the episode, leave a like. If you didn't, well, leave a comment. Let me know why you didn't like it. Maybe it's something I can change, because I am all about trying to get better at this. I went back and watched the first video that I ever put on YouTube, and I think I have come a long way. both in commentary and explaining things and in the video itself, so editing it. So let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next episode. So until then, have a good one.